Alright, so today's note video, we're basically going over questions from your Unit 2 test that you will see. So everything on here, every single example is going to be a test question. Every single one. So I need you focusing, paying attention. This is a handout, so you're not writing this on your own piece of paper. Make sure you have this from me. Okay? Unit 2 review notes. First thing, this got cut off. This is supposed to say unit. So cross it off. Unit 2. Unit 2 has 11 questions. Okay? So the test you're going to take, whenever you're going to take it in algebra, has 11 questions. Now, if you look on our paper, I'm going over 5 examples. Okay? So essentially, we're going over almost half of your test right now and then practicing it. So you should feel a little more confident on this test than maybe you were on the previous test. Okay? It's always kind of hard to see stuff videoing like this. So if you can't read what this says, look on your paper and see it. But anyway, we're going to go over this. So example 1. The cost of a piece of pipe is found by multiplying the length by 3.5 and then adding $12. Okay? So that's just a sentence. And then on your test, it's going to ask you to do 3 different things. Okay? Number 1 is to write an equation for the situation. Okay? So some key words is the cost is. This word is means equals. So draw a little equal sign, okay? Cost is. So how I'm going to write that is, I'm going to put cost, so I'm going to put C. C equals. Okay? The cost is, all right? Found by multiplying the length by 3.5. So I know I'm going to be multiplying something by 3.5, right? But I don't know what the length is. I'm going to go ahead and put an L here for length. Okay? I don't know what it is yet. So I'm going to do L and 3.5. How you're going to write that is 3.5 L. Because side by side means multiplied. So if you're multiplying, you put them side by side. Okay? And then you put, and then adding 12. So that's the easy part. You just put plus 12. Okay? So it says multiplying the length by 3.5 and then adding 12. Okay? This is out of the 3, this isn't hard, but it's the harder of the 3. Okay? Once you have this, the rest is easy. Okay? Number 2 says, what is the cost of a piece of pipe that is 12 feet? Okay? So all you're going to do is, you're going to get your calculator. Okay? You're going to rewrite all of this, but instead of putting L, you're going to put a parenthesis, and then the length is 12 feet. So you put 3.5, and then instead of L, parenthesis, the length for that problem is 12 feet. Close it. And then here it says plus 12. So plus 12. This is something we've done before. You're just replacing. Okay? And then you hit enter, and the answer is $54. Okay? This is a sentence. I need a sentence as an answer. So the cost would be, and then $54. Okay? Alright? But if you went back to look at your notes, you would have no idea how you got that. So on the side, I want you to make a little note. All we did is we plug 12 in for L. Because that's all we did. Is we put the 12 in for the L. If you want to draw a little line from 12 to L, you can do that. Like however you want to write it. Or if you even however you want to know so you know what you did. Okay? The second question, or the third question is the same as the second. What is the cost of a piece of pipe that is 3 feet? Okay, well we just do the exact same thing. We put 3.5, but instead of L, we put parenthesis, and the length is 3 feet. Okay, plus 12. And the answer is $22.50. So you would put something like, the cost is $22.50. Make sure you're writing capital letters, periods at the end, complete sentences. Okay? So that's one question. Well, actually, that's 3 questions on your test, to be honest. So that's 3 questions you're going to see on your test. All right? So example 2. This one's easier. And we've done this before in class. The cost of an Xbox is $300 per system plus $500 per game. So it's $300 per the system. Don't tell me, no, it's not. I'm just making numbers up. And $50 per game. Write an equation that can be used to find out how many games someone bought if they spent $650. So keyword here is they're asking you to write. I don't like that word. They're not asking me to solve. All I have to do is write it. I do not have to solve it. Okay, so write it. So let's start at the beginning. It's $300 per system, right? So $300 for the system. Now, we're just trying to find the games, so don't worry about putting an X here. He's just buying one system. You don't buy like 4 Xbox systems, right? $300 plus $50 every game. Okay, so $50 every game. So $50 per game means you put like a little G here. Or an X, it doesn't matter. Okay? So that's how much it is. And then the guy spent $650. So all you have to put is equals $650. Okay? Now I know that you know how to draw your line and solve it. And if it said solve, that's what you would do. But on this test question, all you have to do is write it. So that's all you have to write. Okay? $300 for the system plus $50 every game. Okay? Example 3. Michael has a gift card to the movies worth $55. $55. Every movie he goes to costs $8.50. Write an equation to represent the balance on the gift card after M movies. Okay. This sounds weird. It's very simple. Let's start with the beginning. How much is on the gift card? $55. So we're going to put 55 here. Okay. You have 55 on that card right now. Okay. Every time you buy a movie, it's cost $8.50. So think, am I going to put more money on the card, or is money going to get off the card? And you're going to think the card is going to get lower and lower every time I use it, right? So you need to subtract. And how much? $8.50. So $8.50 per movie. $8.50 every movie. So you could use X or $8.50 per movie, M. Okay? Now, a lot of you would stop here, but it is asking for an equation. Equation means I have to have an equal sign. This equals, and it equals the balance. So you could put like a B here if you wanted to. Okay, all this means is that if you take $55 minus $8.50 every movie, that equals the balance. Okay, you're not having to solve it. Yet again, all it asked you to do was to write it. Now, if you wanted to solve it, you wouldn't get the answer wrong, but all it asked you to do is to write it. Okay. Already a bunch of test questions answered. Let's do the last two on the back. Example 4 we have done in class, but we'll go over it again. The rectangle below has a perimeter of 66, okay? And you have this rectangle. What are the values of the two sides? So, we're dealing with perimeter, right? Perimeter means I have to add up all the sides. So if this is x, this is x. We're used to this. This is 3x plus 5. This is 3x plus 5, okay? We have done this before. There's no numbers with these x's, so I'm going to go ahead and add some 1s here. Okay? So we add up all the sides. Let's add our x's. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So there are 8 x's. Okay? And then we add up. 5 plus 5 is a positive 10. Okay? So that's the perimeter, but remember the very first sentence said the perimeter, it has a perimeter of 66. So all of this equals 66. And the announcements are cutting me off, so go ahead and watch part 2 to finish this out.